Hello guys, how are you? Okay, today we're going to talk about nouns and some kinds of nouns. Okay, first of all, we have to know what are nouns. Nouns are naming words, words that name places, things, objects, people, and animals. They name people, places, and objects. They can also name ideas, emotions, qualities, and activities. Here are some examples of nouns. Peter, Elizabeth, driver, sister, friend. All of these name people. Bristol, Severn, Brazil, pen, dog, money. Okay, like Brazil names a country, a place, pen, a thing or an object, dog, an animal. Love, beauty, industry, nature, greed, or pain. They are emotions, activities, ideas, and qualities. The first kind of noun is the common noun. What is the common noun? All nouns which are not proper nouns are common nouns. What do we mean by proper nouns? Okay, so when we're talking about a place in general or a person in general, we call it common noun, like girl. I don't know which girl, but I know that she's a girl. Okay, so this is noun. This is a noun. If I want to specify the girl, I say, for example, Alexa. So Alexa becomes a proper noun, and you have to notice that the proper noun should be always capitalized, while the common noun is always written in small letter. Few examples: cup, art, paper, work, frog, bicycle, atom, family, mind. All of these are common nouns. Common nouns are either countable or uncountable also. Either I can count them or I cannot count them. Okay, proper nouns. Proper nouns start with capital letters, and also they specify the person or the place or the thing that I'm talking about. They are the names of people, places, times, or organizations, etc. They refer to unique individuals, specific animals, specific places. Most are not found in the dictionary. Since they are proper nouns, we do not mostly find them in dictionaries. They often occur in pairs or groups. Here are some examples. For example, Alexa, Alex the dog, if I want to say about the dog, Brazil, Lebanon, for example. Okay, United Nations is a proper noun also. If you go to the book, you will find in page 26 some exercises related to nouns, common and the proper nouns. Read each sentence, underline each common noun once, underline each proper noun twice. Okay? For example, number one, my friend Kyle collects stamps from around the world. My friend Kyle. Friend is common noun. Kyle here is specified as a proper noun. Okay, collects stamps. Stamps is a name, but it's not a specified name, so it's common noun. From around the world. World is a noun also. It's not specified. I consider it common noun. Okay, now we move to a different kind of nouns, which are called concrete nouns. What do you mean by concrete nouns? Concrete nouns are the words that most people think of as nouns. So it's related to thinking. They are mostly the names of objects and animals, may be countable, and substances or materials uncountable. Okay, so you have to use your senses mostly, use it as a trick to figure out the concrete nouns. If I can, for example, touch it, I can see it, okay, a dog, animal, object, all of these are called concrete nouns. For example, cake, oxygen, iron, boy, dog, pen, glass, pomegranate, earthworm, and door are all concrete nouns. Abstract nouns. What are abstract nouns? Abstract nouns are different from concrete nouns. Okay, for example, I cannot touch them. Abstract nouns are only ideas, feelings, and qualities. Okay? For example, most, though not all, are countable. Most, not all of them, are uncountable. Okay? For example, many are derived from adjectives and verbs and have characteristic endings such as ity, ness, enc, and tion. They are harder to recognize as nouns than concrete variety. I cannot relate the senses to them. You won't confuse abstract nouns with adjectives as long as you apply few steps. Happy is an adjective. It behaves like one, very happy. So happy as an adjective, happier as happy as, they are all adjectives. Happiness behaves like a noun. The happiness I feel, here happiness or great happiness. Great here is the adjective, so it describes the noun which is happiness. Okay, ask yourself here, is it working as a name or it's describing a different name? If it works as a name, then it's a noun. Okay, and if you notice that it ends with NESS. Okay, on page 27 you will find a question related to concrete and abstract nouns. Read each sentence, underline the concrete nouns. Put brackets around the abstract nouns. Let's make number 1, for example. My grandmother has vivid memories of her childhood. Grandmother has vivid memories of her childhood. Grandmother is a person. It's a concrete noun. Memories. Memories, I do not touch them. I keep them in my mind. So memories are abstract nouns. Of her childhood. Also, childhood is related or is considered an abstract noun. Okay, now there's something I have to pay attention to while writing nouns. For example, in writing letters or sentences, there are certain nouns or words that should be capitalized. In the opening, for example, of a business letter, you have to capitalize the salutation, the person's name, and his or her abbreviated title. Titles like Dr., Mr., Mrs., all of these are called titles. I have to capitalize them. Also, you use a colon after the salutation of a business letter. Use a comma after the closing. The closing is at the end. The salutation is at the beginning. For example, here, the groups of words in the left column are parts of a business letters. Match each group of words in the left column with the rule in the right column that will correct its mistake. For example here, dear Mrs. Ramirez, what should I do? Capitalize the person's abbreviated title, use a comma after the closing, capitalize the person's name, use a colon after the salutation, or capitalize the salutation. No, here I should capitalize the person's name. Okay? In B, we have to rewrite all of it correctly if there is any mistake, if there are any mistakes in punctuation or in capitalization based on how we matched them in exercise A. Okay, now on page 29, you have to proofread the letter. Okay, you underline each mistake in capitalization or in punctuation, or you put a bracket around it and you capitalize it or you correct the punctuation above it. Okay, now let me keep the last page for you as a self-quiz. Let's say, for example, read the questions carefully. Here you have to underline the common nouns. You write the word that is a proper noun and you use correct capitalization. In exercise B, you have to read each sentence. Write whether the underlined word is a concrete noun or is an abstract noun. Okay, solve the exercises in the slides above by yourself, then look at the answers. Remember that my eyes are always on you. Okay, and this PowerPoint lecture will be uploaded on the drive, dear. So try your best. Go back to the explanation. It's very easy, it's very simple, and you can do it by yourself. Okay, stay safe. Love you all.